Okay, here we go. We are spraying Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trim Enamel. This is the same buffet that we did the Fine Paints of Europe oil undercoat primer on. As you can see, we're going to spray the same exact color that we had in the primer on this beautiful buffet here. So I'm just checking the pressure, making sure everything is good. For emerald urethane trim enamel, you're going to want to be somewhere between 22 and 25 psi on the gun. Now, emerald urethane trim enamel has an incredible ability to self-level. So you can put this paint on a little bit thicker and it's going to self-level itself out. This is a great paint for a beginner sprayer because of that self-leveling. I love my little stool too. Now I'm making sure I get behind the legs. I'm going in a nice smooth motion the whole way across the front all at one time. Now this is only the first coat. We are going to put on 2 coats of this paint. And I'm going to turn it sideways so you can get the top view. On the second coat, I'm not going to move the piece around so that I'm not stirring up dust on that last coat. Your overlap is about 50%. And there we go. That is the first coat of the emerald urethane trim enamel. Just making sure I've got all my edges covered. Okay, reminder, pull your trigger and let all of your paint run out of your nozzle and out of the lid back down into your cup before you remove it from the gun. That'll help just save you lots of paint for next time. And after you wipe the nozzle, you're completely done. Well, you're done cleaning the gun, right? We still clean out our lids and our nozzles after we spray. And now we're getting ready to do the second coat. Now the first coat has had a day to dry, and I've went over it to make sure that there's no dust or anything in the paint. If there is something in the paint, you want to go ahead and lightly sand it and get all of the imperfections out before you go ahead and put on the second coat. I consider this second coat our last coat, and then we're going to let it cure for a good week or so with this paint, especially a dark color, because the dark colors take longer to cure. And you're going to see in this video where I'm spraying the second coat, I am not going to move the piece of furniture around. I'm just going to move around the piece, and I'm spraying on a nice thin, light second coat on this one. Also, I don't think what you didn't see on the first video is we propped open the doors and the doors after it was sprayed. I have this little tool from Harbor Freight that I love, and that's what I use to open everything up. I'm just kind of checking it over here just to make sure that it's all cleaned off. There's no lint or dust or anything on the top before I spray that second coat. Adjusting air pressure. So I'm coming back over the top just to give it a nice extra little layer. Okay, now remember this paint self-levels really, really well. I would not suggest doing 2 passes like this unless your paint stays wet for a long period of time and will self-level itself out. And that, my friends, is spraying Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trimming Enamel. Also want to make sure I let you know that this is satin. So this is the satin finish. Okay.